Beautiful seekers, this is Clarity 1129. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here and really grateful to be able to do these readings for you. So, what do we have for you today? Today is what is next in love. All right, so we're going to be pulling out 6 cards from your tarot, one for each question, and I have pre-shuffled the oracle cards which are down below. You may not be able to see because it's the biggest card is merging with the runner. So we are going to live shuffle the tarot cards, and the questions are, what is next in love for you? Second question, are you ready for it? Third question, is this someone from the past? Fourth question is whether, irrespective of who it is, should you be actually going for it? Of course, you've got to follow your gut more than anything else, but we'll also pull a card for that. And then we're going to see is that what else do you need to keep in mind about this situation moving forward? And last, we'll take out one card of advice from Spirit, and then more advice cards in the form of oracle cards. All right, so that's how this is going to go. Whether or not you have someone in mind, we're going to just keep it open, and you've got to be ready to receive love. So you've got to keep your thoughts positive. Is this what you want? And if you want love, but you keep yourself closed off and you don't go out, don't meet people, just sit in one place and expect love to happen, it's going to be very difficult. All right. So you've got to be ready for it when you come to this reading, and I'll confirm again with the second question whether you really are or not. So that's how this reading is going to be, and now let us begin. We'll start with the introducing you to the piles. Pile number 1 is the original Rider Waite, or this beautiful carnelian crystal. Pile number 2 is the Star Spinner Tarot, which I'm using after a long time, and this rose quartz crystal. Pile number 3 is the Modern Witch Tarot and the Amethyst crystal. For those of you who are intuitive, the timestamps are there. You can head to them and I'll see you at your pile. And for those of you who are having trouble choosing their pile, we can do the quick meditation and center ourselves so that you can choose the pile that's calling you. All right, this is beautiful seekers. Sit with your spine erect, palms open facing upward. When you're ready, gently close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Hold your focus between your eyebrows. Connect with your inner guidance, knowing that it will never lead you astray. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Whichever pile you're called to, that is your pile. And now I will see you at your pile. Pile number 1, those of you who've chosen the original Rider Waite or this beautiful carnelian point, welcome to your reading. You keep your crystal here. We will be live shuffling the tarot, as I said in the introduction, and these are the oracle cards which are pre-shuffled. I'll lay everything down and then we'll begin your reading. All right, so let's begin with shuffling your cards, one for each question. So pile number 1, I feel that for a long time you've either not been in a connection, or you've been in a connection which was purely physical in nature, nothing too deep. And even if you were very invested, the relationship wouldn't last very long. I feel your relationship with something that would, just, I'm hearing the Knight of Wands energy. That's how it was. Even though you were invested in it, it wouldn't last very long. Because the people who were drawn to you, maybe you were extremely beautiful people, and the people who are drawn to you are drawn for your looks. They are more attracted to you in a physical nature, and they don't even wait to possibly know you more than that. It was just and this could be very disheartening for you, because you are beautiful people. You want to give more to the connection, but it doesn't last that long. So now we're going to see what is next in love for you. And we get the King of Cups in reverse. Are you ready for it? Six of Cups. Is this someone from your past? Five of Cups in reverse. Irrespective of who this person is, should you go ahead with it? Page of Cups. What else do you need to keep in mind? Knight of Wands. Bottom deck energy. Oh, sorry, not bottom deck energy. Final advice. And you get the Three of Cups in reverse. And bottom deck energy is the Two of Cups in reverse. Let me take out all your cards. Don't click off if you already know about tarot and you're seeing some cards and wondering whether it's a good sign. If you intuitively chosen this pile, wait. You get fear. That's what I was picking up. Restlessness. Mercury in Aries. Perfect timing. Clouds. This we'll keep with this. First quarter moon in Leo, be humble. And compatibility. Why do we keep this? Is everything coming in? Yes. All right, pile number one. Let's begin. Bottom deck energy, you have the Two of Cups in reverse. Are you in balance yet? Is a question you need to ask yourself. Have you done the work after whatever's transpired in the past? Because right here in the center is your Five of Cups in reverse. So there has been, as I was picking up with the crystal, there have been a lot of, if not a lot, at least a couple of relationships which maybe you were invested in, but the other person, though they showed a lot of promise, they came with this Knight of Wands energy. Just come in, have a good time and go. And this is really taken from you, especially a particular relationship. All right. And so you've been guarded. You've been keeping your distance from relationships, or even you would initiate relationships in which even you would go with this Knight of Wands energy. But in the end, you used to feel depleted, not good about yourself, not feeling worthy. And then possibly you've also been doing the work for yourself. All right. But you are yet to come into balance. You are yet to meet that soulmate who is perfect for you, in the sense that your minds match, your heart match, your values match. That is the kind of relationship you're looking for, where you can trust, when you can be, on the same page, and you don't have to keep worrying about whether this person's going to stay, whether this person's going to leave, what's going to happen. So you are in this energy wherein you are treading with caution, to the extent that you're not moving forward at all. You're just, keeping your distance from love in general. But what is next in love for you? The next person who's coming in is someone, I'm getting very strong past energy vibes. This is someone you've known. Let me see what this is all about. Someone from the past may resurface. This person could be the one who's broken your heart. If this person comes around and this person feels as though they've changed, you're being told to be very amicable, but do not go the distance with this person, because if you do, I feel they've not really changed. On the surface of it, they have, but they haven't really, I don't think they're ready for commitment. However, there's someone new, I feel, who's coming up. This person could be a water sign or have very strong water placements, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this person usually doesn't let the other person know how they feel, but in your case, they're actually going to come and let their intentions be known to you. And when this person comes, there will be instant recognition of something from a past life. You know, you will just feel so comfortable with this person when this person comes in. This person will possibly finally tick this box of getting someone on the same page. And you will be ready for this. And I feel right now, as you're coming to this reading, maybe you're not ready for it, you're not in balance, you're not looking for love, you have your misgivings about it. But when this person comes around, you will instantly be ready. You will just drop your guard because you just know. Is this person from your past? No. The person from your past may resurface, though, I feel, but this person is not from your past. And this person is someone who will actually, you know, with this compatibility card here, you'll just fit like a hand in glove, you know. That's how compatible you're going to be. It's just going to be so beautiful, so effortless, and all your fears because of that past relationship will be put to rest, and they'll come at the right time. And it'll just feel, you know, you would forget all your past pain because of how beautifully this particular thing comes. It's wonderful energy. So should you be going ahead with this person? Most definitely, yes. With the Page of Cups upright, yes. You know, you'll be surprised that such a person can exist because of your past history. How can someone be so grounded, so romantic, so full of love, and, you know, always gift giving is their love language. They will actually spoil you with their words, with their gifts, and, you know, you will just be so comfortable and you'll just feel safe. That's what I'm hearing. You'll feel safe. There'll also be a lot of passion in this relationship. So it's not as though if there is love, then there's no passion, or if there's passion, there's no love. No, this person, it's going to be so comfortable with them. You'll feel the love and passion will follow, you know, because I feel this person is very intuitive and they can sense that you've been burned. And so they take it really slow. And if you are wondering, you know, that's the way human beings are. When someone comes in with player energy, Knight of Wands energy, lots of charm, and they walk away, then you feel unattractive. So then if someone comes in for the long haul and is not looking for a physical connection immediately, so that they don't give you a wrong impression, immediately you will wonder whether you're attractive enough or not. And whatever be your gender, whichever way, the human mind always, I don't know why, thinks of the worst. So in your case, you're being told this person who's coming, you will know. There's going to be an instant connect, the feeling of ease, you know, where were you all this while? It's just so, it's as though you've known each other for a while. It's very easy friendship, and it moves to something more. And this person, you're so compatible, you've got the same, you know, very similar ideas, your interests match, and there are a few things which are different, but that's fine. And you've had a lot of fear about getting into a relationship, lots of, with this clouds here, overthinking, restless when someone approaches you, that even this is not going to work, so let me be in my own player energy. But all that just falls away when this person comes along. And yes, you should go for it, and you will know, your inner guidance will lead you forward, and you will just know. In fact, there's nothing about this reading that you might remember at that time. All you would remember is how you feel, and your gut will show you the way forward. So if you already met this person and you're coming for a confirmation, then definitely yes, you can go ahead with this person. What else do you need to keep in mind? You need to keep in mind that when this person is just showing you love and you feel that they're not moving towards you, advancing into physical intimacy, stop questioning yourself whether you are worthy or not worthy. They are just making you comfortable. This person is very passionate. This person has a lot of passion and a lot of, they are everything that you would want in a physical relationship as well. But they will start slow because they want to be sure before getting into a relationship, and they can also pick up from you that you have been burnt before. So don't doubt that this person is not showing any interest in physical intimacy. It's not true. It's just that this person is taking their time and wants you to take time to get to know each other better before moving things forward. But this is something you really need to keep in mind, and not talking down to yourself that, there's something wrong here. Final advice from Spirit is someone from the past will come back. This person will be the one who's actually hurt you most of all. This could be someone who you've actually invested in, maybe even your first love. I feel you've been in many relationships, but this person is someone from your past, right in the beginning. And that first love is the one which actually broke your heart. If that person comes around, Spirit says it's not time for reconciliation. Get a closure. Someone who's made for you, perfect for you, who ticks off all the boxes is coming soon. At the right time, they will be here. All right? With this, be humble. What you're being told is when that past person who's hurt you comes in, maybe this person is already in your life, and when they come in, just because you have somebody and you've been in a beautiful relationship, they're just saying, be humble when you deal with the original person. All right? Tell them you're not interested. Tell them you've moved on, but be humble, be respectful, because if you're not, if you still get agitated by whatever happens, it means you've not done the work on yourself. All right? And you may bring those patterns into this new relationship. So it's very important that you've done the work. Let them go by forgiving yourself and forgiving them, and just moving on to this next stage. And this next stage, believe me, pile number 1 is beautiful. It really is, and it comes when you're ready for it. And you are. You may feel you're not ready, or if you're following that pattern of keeping casual relationships, when this person comes, you will know. It may not be instant, as they say, that you see each other and you have this soul recognition, but a couple of times you may bump into each other. It's almost as though again and again, and then you suddenly, start becoming friends because of that, and bumping into each other so often, and something just happening so that you remember them. And when that happens a couple of times, then maybe you get into slow friendship. But it's so easy, it's effortless, and all those fears and doubts that you had, they just don't come. And if you've had relationships after the first breakup, which was painful, if you've had relationships, you've still taken some of the past pain with you, some misgiving. You'd be restless, not sure of yourself. But when this comes along, it's going to be so easy. You just don't even know when you made this serious and when you're going to seal the deal with that person. This person coming in could actually be your happily ever after, or at least this could go on for a very long time. All right, but it's not a past person. I had separately gone and checked whether it is a past person, but Spirit was no. The past person will come back, but that's not the person you have to move ahead with. This is someone else. All right. So that is all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope this reading gave you some clarity. And all the best for a wonderful, amazing, beautiful life. But remember, it all starts with you. So you come into balance first. You be ready. You keep your thoughts positive and be ready to receive this beautiful connection. And it's going to just be so wonderful. It's worth the wait. Sending you so much love and light. Bye-bye. Pile number 2, those of you who've chosen the Star Spinner Tarot and this beautiful rose quartz point, welcome to your reading. We'll keep your crystal here. What I hear is you are love. I always get the most beautiful messages and the most beautiful feeling if I've kept a rose quartz, because the pile which chooses rose quartz is usually the pile. You have a certain naivety to you, you know. Despite your age, despite your experiences, there's one quality which you possess, which is so childlike, which is so beautiful. And that keeps your heart open to love no matter what you've been through, all right? And as I said that, this flipped. The Ace of Swords. Believe it. You're wonderful, wonderful people. Oh, that's lovely. Beautiful pile number 2. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I'm actually so upset about it because I did not know that the camera stopped recording, and I carried on, and I'd almost come to the end of your reading when there was an interruption, and I was going to switch it off, you know, for the interruption to pass, and I realized that it's already off. And then when I went to see how much was recorded, I found that after that initial bit where I just started shuffling, nothing of what I told you was recorded. So I'm going to do this from scratch. Only thing, you won't see the shuffling because I've already laid down all the cards, but I will, as best as I can, try and recreate whatever I've said, you know, because there were a lot of things that came in between where I have on the sides I've shuffled, confirmed a lot of things from Spirit. But well, the good news is you'll get to hear your reading in a shorter amount of time. I'm really sorry about this. This card would represent what is next in love. This card, which is the Death in reverse, the Two of Wands upright, talks about whether you are ready for it. The Four of Wands upright talks about, is this person from your past? This card, which is the Nine of Cups, answers the question, should you go ahead with this relationship? This card, which is the Two of Swords, is the answer to the question, what else do you need to keep in mind? And last but not the least is advice from Spirit, which in this case is represented by the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Then you have the rejection card. You have Power, which is Moon in Scorpio. Then you have Lilies. You have New Moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. You have Soulmates, and you have Compromise. Bottom of the deck energy is the Eight of Swords. And I also did see the Seven of Swords beneath that, and beneath that was the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Empress in reverse. All right, I'm showing you these because I had seen all of that, spoken all of that, and almost come to the end of your reading when I noticed what I did. So let's begin. First and foremost, let me tell you, now that I've seen it all, this is a past person. There are no two ways that for some of you it can be a past person, for some of you it will not be. If you've chosen this pile, this is a past person coming back. If this is going to trigger you, This is not your pile. Choose another pile. All right. Now, this person was someone who transformed your life. This is definitely a higher order soulmate. Could be a twin flame even. But this person, when they came into your life, it was with so much emotion. You were so drawn to this person, and this person was equally drawn to you. And this relationship, no matter how long ago it was or how intense it was, for some of you, it could have even ended up in a marriage the first time around. And then you separated or divorced, or this was something wherein you could have got married, but it didn't materialize the last minute. But it was something which was very deep, very beautiful. But this person pushed all your buttons, got all your insecurities to the forefront, and you did the same to them. And I feel, just by the way things are, with this rejection card here, I feel your biggest fear, your biggest insecurity was the fear of abandonment. And this person, when they left you, they brought that one thing to the fore. And for them as well, they had a lot of insecurities about their own self-worth, which you also have. And you kept triggering each other. This person may have walked away from this connection because they thought you were too good for them and you would reject them. So before you could do that, they rejected you and walked away. And by doing that, they brought your fear of abandonment, your self-worth, everything to the fore. The distance the breakup and the distance that followed, the lack of communication, led to a lot of pain. And you've really sat and worked on yourself, after that entire duration of pain and questioning yourself and talking down to yourself. And then finally learning to heal, coming out of it. And I don't feel your healing is completely over, but I feel, you've made a lot of progress and you're finally seeing yourself for who you are. You started standing in your power, you're realizing your worth. And the best part is you're very connected to the divine. So when you get stuck, you're able to connect to the divine, to the universe, however you call it. Maybe you meditate a lot and you do tend to get your answers from there. So that has made you, very comfortable with navigating through life. But there are still these little, from time to time, you do question yourself, but for the major part, it's behind you. And because you've done the work, this person is coming back now. This person may have also been doing a lot of healing while you were doing it, because that's how it works with high order soulmates. You split, and then when you do the work, then they're triggered, then as you start doing the work, you start taking back your energy from them and pouring it onto you. When that happens, they realize the shift and then they start working on themselves as well. So since you both have done this work, this person's coming back. So what's next in love is this person coming back, because with death card is transformation. Death in reverse is, something that's unfinished. And they're coming back for this connection. Both you and them could have very strong Scorpio placements, your sun, moon, rising, Mars or Venus. And there's a lot of deep, deep emotions, all right? This person is going to come back to you. And this time they're going to actually let you know what they felt and the intensity of what they felt, all right? Are you ready for this? And this is the most beautiful part, because you get the Two of Wands. When this person comes back, despite all the work that you've done, for a moment, it's going to shake you. For a long moment, it's going to shake you. And, you get all these emotions back about, questioning your self-worth. Will they do this to me again? What are they seeing in me right now? Will they reject me again? Am I good enough? Why are they coming back? Will they realize again that I'm not good enough? This talk will be the first thing that comes up. But the good part is, because you're standing in your power, you'll be able to process that and keep that aside, saying that no, we've been through this already. I have done the work on myself, and I am not letting anyone let me feel less than. If they accept me the way I am, then we will think about it. Otherwise, I am not interested. And I'm going to take my time. I'm not giving them a yes or a no. I'm just going to watch what their actions are like, whether they've actually done the work, whether I'm still interested. I'm going to take my own sweet time. And so you are undecided, or even if on the inside you feel like going back, you're taking your own sweet time. Now, with the lilies card here, this love is deep, which is why I said, along with the soulmates card here, which is why I feel this is a twin flame or a soulmate connection. Take it how it resonates. Labels are not important, but this is something which is very deep. The love is beyond the 3D. It's soul to soul. There's a lot of the connect is very strong. You may even be able to pick up each other intuitively. Now, in the past, this person has been in this King of Swords energy, which is there in the inset here, and they have wounded you with their words because they were trying to hide their own insecurities. The Seven of Swords here, that's deception, not letting you know what they are feeling and trying to project their insecurities onto you. And they may have been pretty nasty and rude in the past. They're coming to correct for that. And yet, you are standing in your power. So after the initial reaction, you will take your time before you say a yes or a no, or decide even for yourself whether you want to go ahead with it. The third card was, is this person someone from your past? And the answer is yes, very much so. And with this Four of Wands here, for some of you, as I said in the beginning, you may have been married to this person, or you were at the threshold of getting married when this thing fizzled out, all right? But definitely this is someone from your past. Now, no, I will not say irrespective, because this is 100% for whoever's come to this reading, pile number 2. This is someone from your past. And now this card asks the question, or rather answers the question, which is, should you move ahead with them? And the answer is the Nine of Cups. This person coming back after having done the work. That's very important, that they've done the work. And they're coming clean this time, and they're being honest and forthcoming, and they're actually not just talking but proving to you through action that they have changed. And when they come in this energy, then this person can actually be your wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. They are everything that you've ever wanted. And you always have known that, even in the beginning. But there was this dynamic wherein possibly you would put in more work, or whatever the dynamic was before it ended. Now you're standing in your power, which makes you a lot more attractive. And they have done the work when they're coming back. And now when you meet as two equals, with the soulmate cards here, with this soulmate card here, this is going to be beautiful. And this time around, you both will compromise, equal give and take. Six of Pentacles, Justice, all those balance cards, Chariot, whatever you can think of. This or the Two of Cups, you are going to be perfect for one another. And this time, you are not going to only give. There will be an equal give and take of emotions, of love, of effort, of everything, which is beautiful energy. What else do you need to keep in mind? You get the Two of Swords. Now here what you're being told is that there will be a tendency for you to be overprotective of your heart. All right? So if you turn cold or try and make an emotion from a place of complete logic, and you take longer than required, though you know that you want to go back with them, but you take longer than required to try and test them over and over again, then you're being told to guard against that, because this will not serve it will not do you any good, it will not do them any good, and this could actually jeopardize whatever positive effort both of you have put on yourselves. And this connection, if you want it, if you really want it, this is not going to help. Now, if you don't want this connection, because this is a general reading, suppose this person comes back, they've done the work and everything, but you still can't get over the past pain despite you healing, you've forgiven them, but you don't want to go back to them. That's also a scenario. And if that is the case, then even then you're being told that when you meet with them and you want your closure, don't be cold. Meet them from a place of authenticity, and then say that, the hurt was so much, and much as I have all that fondness and I feel the pull, I don't think this can work. At least not now. Of course, you're taking your time here with the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is good energy when you're trying to weigh between two things, but you know that you're very passionate about it, but you still are undecided. But the Two of Swords is not that. The Two of Swords is keeping your emotion out of it, going cold, and with with your back against your emotions. You've got your decision in mind without the emotions, and you're not even saying it. That's this energy. Come out of this energy. You can take your own sweet time to decide, but do it from this place of empowerment and not this place of fear, is the message for you. All right, this is something you really need to keep in mind when this person comes back. But because this person can actually push your buttons. That's the kind of power you had given to them in the past. And though you've taken back the power, when they suddenly come into your life, it can actually shake you a bit. And then you may take course correction onto the other side, being overprotective, which will not serve anyone either. All right? Advice from Spirit is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. When this person comes, even in the past, you usually find yourself tongue-tied in front of them. There are so many emotions, so many things you want to speak, but you let them take the lead. And irrespective of gender, all right, it's just their energy is so strong, it's so intense that even if you want to say, there are so many things happening within you, your physical, mental, emotional body, that you're not able to speak whatever it is that you want, so you keep quiet. This time around, Spirit is saying, instead of coming into this energy of being cold and closing out to emotions, have that heart to heart. Tell them how you felt. Tell them what you felt when you were in the relationship, pouring in all the effort, and what you felt when they walked away, and what you were going through. Tell them what you need to from a place of authenticity without hiding anything. And then tell them what is important for you in the relationship moving forward, and what you're planning to do, and if that is okay, and things like that. Then, and even then, after that, also you can take your own sweet time to let them know whether you want this or not. But do it from a place of authenticity, from a place of empowerment, and from a place of balance. All right? You both need to compromise if this has to come back together. But, the universe are making the conditions conducive for a reunion, a reconciliation, and something really beautiful. But the choice is in your hands. And how you go about it is also in your hands. So if this is something which is important to you, and I feel for a lot of you, you're manifesting this, whatever decision you make it from a place of empowerment, of kindness, of authenticity, what you really, really want. And I think this is going to be something really beautiful if you decide. So what's next in love for pile number 2 is definitely a reconciliation and a reunion, if that's what you want, with a past person in the best possible manner. Now, if you find that the person who's coming back has not done the work, feel free to just show them the door. That's fine. But from what I'm seeing is that they have done the work because you have done the work. And they are willing to compromise, hear you out. And when you're supposed to speak to them, don't get tongue-tied. Speak your heart. You're soulmates, you're meant to be. This can be something really beautiful. And if during this, when you're meeting and talking, if anywhere you have any misgiving, you've asked them and they've spoken to you, but you still have a misgiving, sit with yourself. Ask yourself, your body recognizes the signs. Ask yourself how you're feeling, why you're feeling it, and make sure you're 100% at peace with whatever decision that you're making before you make it. Don't let anyone force you into making a decision. Don't ask whether this person is meant for me to the people around you, your friends, your family, because in most cases they'll say don't go back to a past person. All right, because there was a reason why it ended. But you ask your gut, ask yourself, how are you feeling? And for that, you need to be connected to yourself and to the universe, to the divine. And so you take some time out away from all the noise and connect with yourself, connect with the universe. You'll get all your answers. All right? So that is all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope this resonated. I apologize once again that I couldn't give you a detailed description as I was taking the cards out, but I think I've covered everything else. All right? I am sending you so much love and light and all the very best for a beautiful relationship, either with this person or with anyone else. Bye-bye. Pile number 3, those of you who've chosen the Modern Witch Tarot with this beautiful amethyst point, welcome to your reading. You are my spiritual pile. I've noticed this, when I go to other tarot readers as well. Number 3 is a very special number. I guess that's because it's the number of Jupiter. It's a very spiritual pile, and people usually who are very spiritually inclined tend to choose this pile. So maybe for some of you, you're picking up already what's coming in love, and you just want, to ask this as a confirmation. Whether it is, maybe you even know who's coming in. Meaning, if it is someone from your past or if it's someone new, you just know there's something. Maybe you're in your dreams, you're seeing something, a recurring face, a recurring theme. You will know better. So if you've not seen the introduction, I'm going to pull out 6 cards, one of which will answer each question. I'll tell you as we shuffle, and then we'll lay out all the oracle cards, and then we'll begin. All right? So, pile number 3, are we ready now? What is next in love for pile number 3, Spirit? And you get the 6 of Wands. Victory at last. Are you ready for it? 5 of Cups in reverse. Is this someone from your past? Oops. 7 of Swords. Irrespective of whether this is someone from your past or not, should you go ahead with it? 6 of Pentacles. What else do you need to keep in mind? 8 of Swords. And last but not the least, advice from Spirit. Ace of Wands. Bottom deck energy, the 10 of Pentacles. I love the look of it. For a second I was a little concerned with this 7 of Swords, but you also have the 7 and the 8 of Swords like the last pile. They had it in the deck, but this is definitely very promising. Anxiety, excitement. This is Mercury in Gemini. Ask for help from others. Tower. Oh, you're the one who got 2 cards in this, is it? Then you get release control, first quarter moon in Taurus. And then you have maturity. And the silver waterfall. Oh my God, I love this for you. Very, very beautiful energy. All right, pile number 3. Are we ready? What is next in love for you? And you get the 6 of Wands. And as I said in the beginning, victory. This time you're, whatever's coming in for you is something which is beautiful. It's it's going to transform your life in a good way. It's something that you've been looking for. It's this feeling that you get at long last. Here is what I always dreamt of. this is the kind of relationship I wanted to be in, and here it is. For a lot of you, the person coming in will have very strong Leo placements in their chart, sun, moon, rising. And you will just know that this time around, this is just so beautiful, very wonderful energy. Are you ready for it? Yes, you are. You're actually coming out from a Five of Cups moment, but you've not dwelt on that energy. You've worked on yourself. And just a moment. That's Joey who wanted to come in. He tried to come in before for the last pile, but for whatever reason, I didn't open it because the last pile I was, as it is, feeling bad, that the entire recording had got washed off. So I didn't want any more interruptions there. But Joey's insisted on coming back here. And that I take as a very good sign, because he brings a very beautiful energy with him whenever he does come. And here we are. And what was I saying? Yes, you are coming out from a Five of Cups situation, but you've come out of this stronger. You're ready to take on the fact that 3 cups have spilled, but 2 cups remain. You are actually coming out of this energy, and you will be ready by the time this person comes, because you've already processed the pain and you're ready to take on life in a beautiful way. Is this person someone from your past? Yes, this person is someone from your past in most cases. All right. I feel that this person is someone who wasn't being their authentic self. They may have felt strongly for you, but they never said it. And it could also be someone who was, I'm getting this feeling of someone being very playful, someone whom you had a lot of fun with, but they would even answer serious questions in a very playful manner. You never could really know whether they really meant what they say or they didn't mean what they say. And you used to always question where you were in the relationship. But this person themselves, I don't feel they're very sure of it. But this is definitely someone from your past who's coming back, who has, since your breakup, since your breakfast, since your breakup, this person has matured a lot. All right. They've done the work, they've done the healing, they've realized what their folly was, and they've really built something for them. For a lot of you, they've possibly sabotaged this connection in the past because they didn't feel they had enough to offer you. And so they've worked on themselves, or they maybe they had a dream and ambition, they wanted to pursue that, which is why they walked away. But now they're coming with this great energy, they've worked on themselves, they've matured a lot, and now they know what they want. And so when they come to you, there's going to be no wishy-washy energy. And I love this. Am I seeing this right? I can't find my glasses. But if you can see it, you'll know, yes, of course I can see it. This is mirroring numbers. You have 32 and 23, both add to a 5. There is going to be a lot of positive change in your relationship. You have the silver waterfall here. This connection this time around is going to be so abundant, so exciting, so beautiful. All right. And so whatever your anxiety was, you're coming out of this energy. But it does seem to surface from time to time. We'll come to that now. With this card was for, should you move ahead with this person, irrespective of who this person is, and you get the 6 of Pentacles, absolutely. If this person is coming with this mature energy wherein they are willing to contribute as much as you are, you will know, and you're being told to go ahead with it, because this is going to be beautiful. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful relationship this time around. And the best part is you have the 10 of Pentacles here. This could be your happily ever after, the answer to all your questions. This is going to be the answer to all your questions. This was someone you really, really loved in the past, but you weren't very sure whether they were in it or not, because they themselves were undecided. They wanted to make something of their life, of their career. Maybe you were very young when you met one another. But this person has really worked on themselves, and though they never showed it, they were very committed to you. They really loved your company, is what I'm getting. You may have had a lot of good times together. And if this goes way down to your past, you've had a lot of fun times with one another as well. And now this time, this person's done the work. And when I get asked for help from others, I feel that this person has been asking about you. Maybe you have a common friend circle. As I say, I feel for a lot of you, this is someone from your past when you were much younger and you had common friends. And this person's done the work. They're coming back. They're asking for help from your friends. And maybe your friends are trying to get you back together. All right? What do you need to keep in mind? When this person comes around, there will be a tendency for you to bring back everything from your past, for asking yourself, why are they coming back? Am I good enough? If I wasn't good enough then how am I good enough now? Is there some ulterior motive? What if they again find me unattractive and walk away, or something like that, depending on how you think. But you're being told to guard against this energy. This is something you need to keep in mind. And if you have any misgivings about this person, it's very important when this person comes back that you actually speak your heart out, and from a place of empowerment. And don't bring your past energy in, because if you do, you will be jeopardizing something which is very, very beautiful. This person is coming, to build something beautiful with you. If you look at this is a tower, which is unlike the tower in tarot. This is a solid tower. You're building beautiful things together. The inset here is the Six of Swords. All right, you're moving away from that painful energy and coming and building something beautiful with this tower and the Ten of Pentacles here. If in the past you never knew where they stood, because they would have this energy wherein, they'd say something, they laugh it all off, and they wouldn't give you a proper answer. With this King of Cups in reverse, this person has so much of feeling for you, which they never said in the past, but they will when they come this time. All right? They are coming. They want success with you. They want a victory with you. And they want to build something beautiful with you. But if you bring... and your connection is going to be so abundant. See, you have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Tower, and you have the Silver Waterfall. This is going to be beautiful. But you may want to bring back that energy. And it's all right to have that heart-to-heart conversation, to say how you felt and, everything that was bothering you in the connection. It's all right to bring it up once, have that heart-to-heart conversation. But don't keep bringing it up because you are triggered. You go back to the place wherein you were healing, stand in your power, tell yourself that you're good enough. Be your best friend through it all. When you have anxiety, don't keep it in. Speak to your friends about it. You've got common friends. Maybe, there's someone whom you really trust. Speak to them about it. And with this release control, I feel that maybe you've been manifesting this person and you expected them to say certain things to be able to come clean to you, and they've not said it in the way you wanted it, but they've said it separately. So now you are not very sure about yourself. You're being told to stop imposing whatever you think in your mind onto them. They are different individuals. You just have to trust your gut. Do they seem authentic enough? Are they following their words with actions? That is what you need to. And you should be able to discern what is causing that anxiety. Is it your past experience, or is it something that they're saying? Is their present energy uncomfortable, or is it your past talking? All right, because this person has really worked on themselves and they come to you, I feel they're coming with very genuine intention. Without a doubt, this person is coming to you with the right intentions. All right, however, this is general reading, so trust your gut. But from the cards, all I can say is that this person's really worked on themselves. In the past, yes, they've been a little sneaky, not telling you how they feel, because they didn't feel they were ready for a relationship. They had lots of fun with you. You brought them a lot of happiness, but they really need to work on themselves. Now they're not coming from that playful young energy. They're coming from a very mature place. They know what they want. They've always known what they want, but now they're ready to actually commit. They want their happily ever after with you. All right? Advice from Spirit is the Ace of Wands. They're saying this is the universe sending you a golden opportunity. There's going to be a lot of passion here. There's going to be a lot of creativity here with this excitement, a lot of fire energy. So both of you possibly can have, strong Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements. And this person definitely, I feel, has very strong Leo placements. All right. And this person's coming back. This is the universe bringing them back to you again, because they've done the work and the universe recognizes that you've done the work as well. So don't let your anxiety and your overthinking, self-limiting beliefs stop this from coming around. You've done the work. You're coming out of here. Few misgivings is understandable. Don't stay stuck, pile number 3, because who's coming is for most of you, I feel for all of you, someone from the past. If you're drawn to another pile which has the same theme, you'll know. I'm not telling you which pile that is, but yes, this is also someone from your past, all right, for most of you. But they have done the work and they're coming from a very good place. I don't find any sneaky energy now. Having said that, trust your gut, but make sure you're trusting your gut and not your fear, not your self-limiting belief. All right? So that is all I have for you, beautiful pile number 3s. And with that, we come to the end of this reading. I hope it resonated and gave you some sort of clarity. And I wish you all the best for a beautiful relationship moving forward. Sending you so much love and light. Bye-bye.